Hi everyone, and welcome to the General Hospital Recap for November 30th. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps, and also be a beauty and hit that bell down below so you get notified every time we upload a new recap. If you haven't already, please contact the FCC Commissioners and also contact your members of Congress to let them know you support net neutrality. I have all the links down below. I have the Find My Representative link down below as well, so if you're not sure who your representative in Congress is, you could check that out. And if you're unsure about what net neutrality is, I have a few video links down below. I highly recommend the Vlogbrothers one. It's about 3 minutes and it tells you the majority of what you need to know, and it breaks it down really easily so it's easy to understand. And please, even if you don't think your call will make a difference, make the call anyway. They need to hear from us. They need to know that there's people out there who care. They're trying to blame this whole thing on bots and scam bots, and it's just ridiculousness. So please reach out. And also, real fast, so we've had a new character on our screen for the past few days, Kim Nero. Being as I was sick during the introduction of the character and I'm still working my way towards the nice healthy life I like to lead, I didn't realize that it was Tamara Braun who formerly played Carly on the show. So welcome back. I always welcome characters back, and I did, and now I feel bad. But welcome back, and I knew I liked her, right? I told you, I knew I liked her. So now let's get right to it. At Pizzulo, say hi. Oh, she said hi. At Pizzulo's, Sonny set up a meeting. He and Steve, Bert, and Jason talk about Puerto Rico and the damage, and if you haven't already, please donate to Puerto Rico. Sonny wants Steve, Bert, and Jason to look over the report for Puerto Rico, and Obrecht comes in. The meeting he's setting up is with Obrecht. Okay, so this is interesting. And she's told Nathan she's gonna be here, by the way, so she better come back. And they're like, yeah, you're fine, we just want to talk to you. Steve, Bert, and Jason wants answers from Faison. Does she know why he came after him? And she says, look, I really don't know, but if I had to speculate, he's a valuable asset, and he could use a man with those assets if he could control him. And that's all. That's all she really got. And you know what? That's fine. That's good. Sonny's gonna walk her out. Steve, Bert, and Jason looks at the picture on the desk, and then he walks out of the office into the main restaurant, and Spinelli's there. Oh my goodness, Spinelli. I've been waiting for this moment for the longest time. We learned that Steve, Bert, and Jason didn't call Spinelli, and Spinelli thinks he's mad at him because he made the program that identified this other guy as Jason. And Steve, Bert, and just like, no, he looked like me because he's my twin. Like, I can understand. And Steve, Bert, and Jason didn't want to put Spinelli in the middle because he's Sam's friend. As Spinelli says that Andrew passed all of his exams, especially the Sam tests that they fell in love, and he officiated the wedding, and he must hate him for that. And Steve, Bert, and Jason actually didn't know that he officiated the wedding, but it's okay. And Spinelli's like, really? It's okay? Like, I married your wife to someone else. Like, that's okay? As Steve, Bert, and Jason says, well, you didn't do it on purpose. I love him. I love him more than words could say. And that clinches it for Spinelli, and he hugs him. Thank you, ECAP. Steve, Bert, and Jason asked if Sam was happy on her wedding day, and Spinelli says yes. And then he says, well, then there's nothing to forgive. Like, she was happy. Spinelli wants to help Steve, Bert, and Jason reclaim his life, and Steve, Bert, and Jason says he's not going to break up Sam's family. Spinelli thinks that he should go forward because that was his family first. Steve, Bert, and Jason says all of that needs to wait because he's being prosecuted right now, and they need to deal with that first. Steve, Bert, and Jason tells him about the Franco attack and how Carly stopped him. He's still hell-bent against Franco, but he's gonna do what Diane wants except plead temporary insanity. Diane comes in and she says the DA will lose if this goes to trial. She's gonna put Franco on trial. She plans to call Sam and Michael and Dante could tell them all about the Francophenia and, like, remember that? That's like the whole reason me and Cassie went to California, because the thing at the Mocha, and yeah, that's what inspired our trip to California. She'll practically try to send Franco to jail and destroy his life and have him trending on social media. Sonny comes back in. Spinelli would like to come to the trial, and Sonny says fine, but no outbursts, don't be weird. Like, they have this all under control, but they need to keep it under control. When Diane and Spinelli are alone for a second, she kind of taps him on the shoulder and says Andrew Kane, and he says his research has been most fruitful, and like, oh, I love secret projects, and I love secret projects that Spinelli's involved in, and I am living for this right now. I really am living for this storyline. In Havana, Cuba, Jordan begs Andre to come back and sort this all out. She kind of uses their past relationship as like a way to manipulate the situation, and Andre feels Jordan is attempting to manipulate him, and she's not very good at it, and he doesn't know if he should be insulted because of that. Jordan's sorry for using their past relationship, and Curtis uses this face responsibility tactic, and Curtis talks about the family, Scout, innocent people who got caught in this, and that he can right his wrong. Ika has been with me the whole time. Say hi. Here, we're waiting for the prompter to come up. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, she's purring. She doesn't look like she's purring, but she is. Hi. Okay. She just likes to be on my lap. At General Hospital, Kim comes to General Hospital. She's setting up her practice there. Liz helps her find her way around. Oscar finds Kim at the hospital. He's visibly upset. Oscar wanted to find out if the guy that Sam's married to is Drew Kane, and that he could be someone important in his mom's life, and he thought Andrew could be his father, and he's wondered his whole life who his father is. Kim says that she's been trying to protect him, and she doesn't want to talk about this here and now. It's not appropriate for the halls of General Hospital. Finally, someone who knows not to have conversations in a hallway, and they'll talk later, but she has to work now. At the PCPD, Franco is talking with the prosecutor about the attack. He's full-fledged going forward, and the prosecutor says that he may be totally in the right, but no one is willing to testify against the man who attacked him, not even Elizabeth. Franco says that he'll testify himself then and put John Doe in jail. Elizabeth comes in and is like, no, you won't. The prosecutor gives some time to talk. Liz makes Steve Burton Jason's case, and Franco asks why she's taking his side. She draws a parallel that Steve Burton Jason wasn't in his right mind, like Franco wasn't in his right mind when he had the tumor. And then it finally hits her. He's afraid this guy's the real Jason, and he's a threat to their relationship. Ding, 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 ding. Franco won't say that he's threatened, but what if the other Jason decides that he wants Elizabeth? And she's like, okay, so what? She loves him, for whatever reason, and she asks him again to drop the charges. The prosecutor comes in. They're going to head to the courthouse now, but Diane and company meet them at the PCPD, and there's like this little standoff. At the Metro Court, Carly picked up Jocelyn at school. She's upset that Jocelyn betrayed her trust and that extra freedom that she gave her. Jocelyn is sorry. She had a major brainstorm and she did the wrong thing, but for the right reasons. She just wants to check with Oscar if she can tell her what's going on. And Carly will let her, but don't make her regret it. Jocelyn says that she won't let her down again, not today or anytime soon, and Carly is like really seeing herself in her. So Oscar finds Jocelyn at the Metro Court. She had texted him and he came right over. She wanted to ask Oscar first before she told her mom about the Andrew Kane thing, and he says go ahead because his mom knows, so now everyone can know because it was only a matter of keeping a secret from his mom. She asks if he asked his mom about Andrew Kane. He says that she didn't give a straight answer and he doesn't think that he's his father because the other night they were like strangers and it doesn't really feel like it's resonating. But there is one clue that he thinks proves that his father could be Andrew Kane. The CD. He put it back where he found it when he was done with it, and then it was gone. He found it in the DVD player that his mom uses, and she usually uses it with headphones on, so why did she listen to it right after meeting Drew? He says his mom feels like she's protecting him, but he doesn't know from what, and Jocelyn is working on something. At J. Sam's place, Sam ran back to get her file with her notes. They talk about Jocelyn and Oscar and Kim. Sam doesn't believe Oscar and Jocelyn's story about an assignment. Curtis checked in that he's following a lead on Andre. Sam brings up getting a nanny with both the kids at the house since right now the kids are separated during the day. Carly's at the door and Carly thinks she knows someone who could help clear this whole Jason mess up. Kim Nero. She tells them how Kim mistook Steve Burton Jason for a Navy SEAL named Andrew Kane. Poor Charles Jason says Kim Nero seemed vaguely familiar, but poor Charles Jason doesn't want to see Kim again. He knows who he is, and if Carly doesn't believe him, then she can leave. Carly tries to empathize with him, and then she gets really blunt. I'm sorry, you're not Jason. And Sam's like, enough, enough, enough. Poor Charles Jason gets a text. Curtis found Andre. And now end scene. Obrecht calls Faison. She tells him to run. Jocelyn wants to run DNA, and Oscar's like, how are we gonna get permission? Well, they're not. Jocelyn swiped a glass from Jason and Sam's last night. Franco drops the charges against Steve Burt and Jason, and Steve Burt and Jason isn't grateful. And Franco's like, really? You're gonna judge me? I had a brain tumor. Science is behind me. What's your excuse for what you do? And that Steve Burt and Jason needs to let it go. His twin managed to do it. Liz is so proud of Franco, and he couldn't say no to her. He wanted her to be happy, and she says people will see the man that she sees. Spinelli's a little disappointed. He wants to see Franco drag through the mud, and Steve Burt and Jason says Franco will pay, and Diana's like, can we not talk about this in the middle of a police station? Carly comes in, then Sam and poor Charles Jason come in, and then Jordan and Curtis bring Andre in. Oh my goodness, this is actually gonna happen. So I'm gonna record that right now, so stay tuned because the next recap is gonna be huge. Alright, I usually don't do that, but okay. I will see you in 2 seconds for another recap. Okay, bye.